You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, presented by the Only One Media Group. This is the people's choice for quality interviews, celebrities and special guests. Hosted by Demetrius Dini Reynolds. Call in to join the mix at 701-801-9813. For the complete archive of episodes, visit onlyonemediagroup.com and be sure to like us on Facebook at Vigilantes Radio. We welcome all. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds. Enjoy the show.
Yo, welcome to another awesome episode of Vigilantes Radio. I am your host, dini-mussolini, if you haven't guessed it by now. Man, we're going to have an incredible night. We have a very special guest. So welcome to the show, everybody. There's over 44,000 of you guys on the phone lines, in our chat rooms, on the browser, on Google Hangouts, Skype. Man, I appreciate you guys, as always, for tuning in to our program. So, people who remain, do you know people who just, don't believe in hope? Yeah. People who remain focused on the positive are often accused of being unrealistic. This is a very shallow logic. There is hope. And where there is hope, of course, is hope, right? That is to say that hope does not just occur. It is created by the hopeful. It is never unrealistic to be positive, because a positive outlook is ultimately self-fulfilling. A hopeless situation changes as soon as someone cares, as soon as someone believes they can make things better. There is hope. Being positively focused is not unrealistic. It is rather a proactive approach to life. The pessimist looks for proof and justification of his pessimism. The optimist has no such requirement, because the optimist is not content to settle for things the way they are. Positive thinking acknowledges circumstance and reality without surrendering power to it, guys. The optimist knows that reality can be changed for the better and looks for possibilities to do so. Able to see the positive aspect in any circumstance, the optimist begins the process of actually bringing it about. Things are not always okay. In fact, they rarely are. Acknowledge the negative, then focus on the positive, and you'll begin to make better things, or perhaps make things better. Take that from me, dini-mussolini. That is my word, and word is bond.
You're live in the mix. Let's get this started.
Yo, hello and welcome to another awesome episode of Inside the Music, or Inside the Book, Inside the Business, where we dive into the minds of the people who create marvelous things. It feels so good to be back with you guys once again. So one time for my people who are indigos, crystalline, or starseeds, or for my Vigilantes audience family, and 2 times for my people who are vegetarian or vegans. If you're like me, we are averaging over 37,000 live listeners, and we've been at this for 4 solid years. I appreciate all you guys who've been rocking with the kid on this journey, and we are still evolving, baby. It is all because of you, most definitely. We are the people who have dedicated their lives to music, spirituality, business, literature, art, movies, and research in every aspect, and we want to allow you an opportunity to tell your story. Man, we've had celebrities on our show, from Grammy Award winning artists to nominees to actors, comedians, CEOs, technology geniuses, visual artists, from authors to professors and aliens, or people who think they're aliens. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. Come on our show and talk to me. So check it out. To book your interview, just a share a real cool story, email me at vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com. And that's V as in Victor. I'm passionate about what I do, just as passionate about what you do. And together, yes, together, we can get your voice heard by the people who should hear it. So let's create something incredible. You know the number to dial, 701-801-9813. Text that number to your buddy right now and tell them to tune in to connect with us or our guests, or you can hop in the mix directly from our website, onlyonemediagroup.com. Right from the homepage, you can slap that go live button and you'll be right here live in the mix and in the chat room with all of us. Feel free to shoot over some questions to ask our guests while they are here, but only as time permits. Sometimes my guests and I talk entirely too much and we take up the entire hour. And as always, all episodes are available for free download, and you can grab that from either Spreaker.com/Only One Media Group, iTunes, YouTube, or any app from the Google Play or iTunes Store, or over at our website. And that goes for every single episode that we ever aired.
Well, tonight's interview is the Tavian Interview, and again, I'm your host, Dini. Vigilantes Radio interviews go beyond the music, the books, the business, the acting, into the minds of the people who create these marvelous things. From researching our special invited guests, relentlessly mining for details and listening, reading, to watching everything we can, our interviews are designed to bring out the best answers possible through thought-provoking questions that have some real substance. So we'll give a sincere warm welcome to Tavian to our show tonight. We'll have an absolutely amazing time talking with him about his life, his music, his struggles. So, to find out, you gotta stay tuned in right here, right now. It's happening right now, guys. So hold on to your beer, your hats, because we're about to dive deep. Oh yeah. And with that, let's go ahead and welcome Tavian to the show. Hey man, you're now live in the mix with all of us. How is it going?
It's going really great. It's good to talk to you, man.
Definitely, likewise, man. How are you feeling right now, man? You're working on this album, right?
Yes, sir. I'm actually in the process of selecting beats and, starting the recording process. I got a few songs in already. I hope to have it done sometime around my birthday, which is in October.
Okay, cool. Do you have a title for it?
It's not 100% yet. And honestly, I had the title in mind, but there was another artist that just dropped recently with the same title, so I may be changing it. I may keep it the same. I'm not sure yet. I see. So, man, like what kind of feel are you going for this album? Like, what kind of beats are you I guess you said shopping for? Honestly, it's whatever sounds good.
Yeah.
Because I try not to put myself in a box with one specific style.
Okay. I like that. All right, man. So let's start from the very, very tippity of the top. Shall we? Give us your life story, man. We love stories over here at Vigilante Radio. Matter of fact, I have a bowl of popcorn right here, so, man, hit us with the real.
Okay. So, I was born in Camden, New Jersey, and for anybody on the East Coast, that is not exactly the best area. But I lived with my mother until I was 14. When I was 13, we moved from that area into the suburbs of South Jersey. So life was actually a lot different. And it was a very rough adjustment period. Mm-hmm. And then after that, the whole time, actually, I played sports. And then halfway through high school, I got hurt. And sports weren't an option anymore, because that was the plan when I was a kid, was to grow up and play sports professionally. But I was always in the kitchen as a kid. My heritage is Italian. Okay. So naturally, I'm in the kitchen with my mom and my great-grandmother, and, I wound up going to culinary school and becoming a chef after high school. And from there, I traveled all around the tri-state area in Ohio. I opened a bunch of restaurants and worked in some prestigious places. And I was always a fan of music. It's gotten me through a whole lot of good times and a whole lot of bad times. And what I tell everybody is there's a song for everything. Mm-hmm. Because people make songs off of feeling, and everybody's felt something. But for me, I didn't record my first song until I was 25. I'm now 33, so I've been in this a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I mean, that's the Reader's Digest version of my life story, because we could be here all night, and that's not what I'm about right now. I'm about the music.
Right. Okay. All right. So you actually have something to like fall back on if music doesn't work out, or you get tired or bored of music, right? So you can go back to being like a A-list chef.
I could, if that were the plan, but there is no plan B with this for me. It's full speed ahead with the music, because I feel like this whole thing that we call the music industry needs me right now.
Mm-hmm. I like that. I like that answer, man.
There is a whole lot of fake in music. For me personally, I know that a lot of these artists that are famous and in everybody's playlists and on YouTube in front of people's faces are portraying a whole lot of stuff that they're not, just to sell records, and I'm never going to do that. I mean, music is entertainment. I see it kind of like wrestling, but my gimmick, my image is that I don't have one. It's too much energy for me to be fake or to be something I'm not.
I like that, man. So Tavian, how important is like social media for promoting your life and music?
It's a necessary evil for me, because as a person, I'm not too outgoing. I mean, honestly, music has changed that a lot. It made me a much more outgoing person, and I feel like with the way things are today, social media is necessary to touch the fans as much as possible.
Like you said, man, it's something that I guess artists really don't typically, engage in, especially like when you're trying to come up with an album like you are right now. It's like trying to find time to do social media is kind of sometimes it falls off. I know, even for the station, when it's time to promote, and then when it's time to create it, we kind of backslide a little bit. But I've definitely been
told that I need to do it more.
Yeah. How do you manage it right now, like your time wise?
It's just kind of whenever I can get to it. If I have a free minute, I'll try and post something, but that might be where I lack a little bit as far as what I'm doing with my music. I don't really promote as much as I should.
Gotcha.
But I also handle all of my music business by myself. I don't have a manager. So I'm my manager, my booking agent, my promotion, all of it.
Wow. It's a pretty heavy load, man.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But
so
I feel like I'm at a point where if somebody is listening and they're a good manager who is also a good person, they should probably hit me up.
You heard it, folks. Open call. We have a lot of professionals who tune into the show. All right, man. So here's an open question for you to answer, however that you like. What is the best part about having such like concrete history, your past, in these songs? Like, aside from the fact that the songs are awesome to listen to, will your albums be something that you can truly enjoy on a personal level despite any pain that may come with it?
Absolutely. Because the things you go through make you the person you are.
Yeah.
Like, there's no getting around that. That's not just music. That's with anybody in life. Everything that happens in your life brings you to the point where you're at now.
True that. So for those out there who aren't yet familiar with Tavian, sorry about that, and your music, how do you personally describe it?
My sound is always evolving, but my biggest thing with music is I don't care what you feel when you listen to my music. I just want you to feel something. I like to try and keep it as positive as possible, but not nobody's positive all the time. So there may be some negative moments in my music, but overall, when the song is done, people should feel something, one way or the other.
Yeah. Okay. How do you challenge yourself and keep it interesting for yourself over time? Like, what's currently driving you?
The love of the music, because music has gotten me through so many different points in my life that if I can do that for one person, my job is done. I'm trying to do it for as many people as I can. Like, I'm trying to give back to what music gave to me. Mm-hmm. But that's my driving force. It's not the money, it's not the fame. I could deal without that. I mean, the money helps, but I could deal without all that. If I just get to make music every day for the rest of my life, I'll be happy.
What did music give you?
It saved my life.
How so?
Because when I was a chef, I don't know if you or your listeners know this, but the culinary industry is one of the highest rated industries for drug and alcohol use in all of America.
No, I did not know that. Wow.
Yes. I tell people, like I just told my son this the other day, in order to work in the culinary industry as a career, there has to be something a little bit off with you, because no normal person would do that to themselves on purpose. Mm. It's long hours and holidays when everybody else is celebrating, you're working, cooking for the people that are celebrating.
Yeah, true that. Wow. That's
and it's
like
really hot in the kitchen in the summertime.
I can imagine, man. Wow. So working in that field, you can easily pick up a habit.
Absolutely.
Wow. Okay. So I'll leave this one as wide open for you. Why is it important for you to communicate through your music? Like, who are you trying to reach?
See, I feel like with the people I've encountered in my life, there is not too many people that can speak both to the streets and to the suburbs the way that I can.
Okay.
Because I've seen a little bit of everything, and I don't feel like there's too many, if any, artists that are in the public eye that relate to that. Because I actually saw an interview with Kid-Cudi, and it really struck me, because he said that when he was growing up listening to music, there was a lot of stuff he didn't relate to that he had to pick and choose from different things, and I feel exactly the same way.
So having experienced both lifestyles, you feel like you can like be the ambassador.
Absolutely.
Man, I love that. You can reach both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The more people that I can help see what's going on for real, the better off everybody's going to be.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So in general, when do you personally feel like you do your best writing? Or do you write at all? Do you just jump on the mic and freestyle?
More recently, in the last few times I've recorded, I just put the beat on and whatever comes out, comes out. But I also do still write. I mean, I keep my phone on me. I have my app where I write if I'm inspired. But when I get into certain moods, I just go into the studio and record, and whatever happens, happens.
You have your own studio?
I have my own equipment. I don't have it set up right now, but yeah, I have access to my own studio. I just moved, and I'm honestly going through some medical stuff right now, so I haven't really had time to get into the music like I want to, but it's definitely coming.
Gotcha. Okay. Awesome. Like you said, you can just pretty much write at any spur of the moment, as long as you have like a nice beat, or you're going through something, or you have your phone or a tablet or a laptop.
Right.
But does life have to be a certain way for you to bring out your best work? Like for me, when I was an artist, like going through like emotional breakups and stuff like that, like created my best work. It was dark, but it was my best work.
Right. No, I completely understand that, and there has been a lot of great music that's come from pain, But there's also been a lot of great music that's come from good times too.
True, yeah. And you kind of celebrate both in your music, right?
Absolutely.
Nice. Okay. So what do you feel that, and I think you touched on this earlier, but what do you feel like you can offer the world that the rest of the artists can't or aren't or should be but don't? You know what I mean? Like, what truly separates your music apart from, like, a Kid Cudi or Drake? Well, I won't say Drake. He don't count. Let's say a Kid Cudi or a Chance the Rapper or anybody in that field, like J. Cole, like real music. What truly separates your music apart from the rest of them?
Honestly, I have a lot of respect for Chance because he is all about positivity.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, but I mean, it's public knowledge. He won 3 Grammys with no label, which if anybody listening knows the inner workings of the music industry, that's ridiculous.
Yes. Almost impossible.
Yes. So I'm not saying that I want to be like him or anyone else. I want to be the first me. But that is definitely a goal of mine to get as far as I possibly can with this.
I like that. I want to be the first me. That's cool. That's cool. So what's coming up for you for the rest of this year? I know we're just, I think summer just kicked off Monday.
Right.
But what's up with you for the rest of 2018? Any major plans?
I don't have anything set in stone right now other than trying to get my album out and then maybe doing some shows here and there to promote that. But I dropped an EP on my mom's birthday last year. Last year marked 5 years that she had passed away, and I wanted to do something to kind of tribute to her. So I have an EP that is on iTunes and Spotify and Tidal and whatever you listen to music on. It's only 4 tracks, but I feel like they're 4 really solid tracks. And then after that, I released a couple singles on Spinrilla. So I just kind of let my music breathe a little bit because I've been going consistent since I started recording. And then also a little bit into this year, I found out that I have some medical issues that I've been attending to. So now that I'm in better health, I'm really looking forward to getting back in the studio and turning out some bangers.
Definitely. Okay. So when you're in album mode, you typically don't focus on anything else, but just
No, when I'm in album mode, I barely listen to anybody else. I'm only searching for beats and looking to create. I try and pull inspiration from anywhere. I mean, I'm always going to listen to other people's music because I'm a fan of this first. And a lot of that gives me inspiration, but I also need to know what my competition is doing. Because at the end of the day, that's what this is. Everybody else that makes music that's in the public eye when I'm not.
Are you gunning for any particular artist?
No, not at all. Because I feel like there isn't another artist like me. Okay. So if I were to try and reach, let's say, I mean, honestly, my favorite rapper of all time is Jay-Z. I'm not looking to reach him or be like him, but I know where my skills are musically and lyrically, and you can put me on a track with absolutely anybody in this business and I can hold my weight.
Nice. So if you had a chance to do a record with Jay-Z, what kind of record would you want to do? You ever thought about that?
Some of his favorite records of mine, Just Blaze produced. So I feel like if I was going to do a track with Jay-Z, Just Blaze would have to be involved.
Nice, yeah. Are we talking about current Jay-Z, the Black Album Jay-Z, or Reasonable Doubt Jay-Z?
Takeover Blueprint Jay-Z.
Oh, yeah. I think that's some of his best work.
Absolutely. Yeah. Even to this day, you could put the Blueprint on and not touch it, and it still rocks just like the day it came out.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah. But
for
me, it's not just about hip-hop. Like, my favorite artist of all time is Dean Martin. And I'm a huge fan of Jimi Hendrix. Like, my music catalog is all over the place.
Yeah. Classic Dean Martin, Rat Pack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let me ask you this.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, for me, it's not about making rap music or being hip-hop. It's about genuinely making good music.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that's what it all is. You can categorize it however you want, but it's still music.
Yes, yes. So what's your overall image like? Like, if we ran up on you at the supermarket, what would we see?
Well, it depends on how I'm feeling for the day, but I'm a huge sneakerhead. So probably a nice pair of sneakers and some sort of hat of some sort. And something probably bright.
Bright. How bright?
It depends on how I feel for the day.
Gotcha. Does colors like reflect your mood?
Very much so, yeah.
Okay. Awesome. All right, man. Social media links. We're in promotions. That what we do here. Where should the people find you online? Like, where are you the most active?
Twitter and Instagram.
Cool.
And my username is the same for both. It's Tavy's Crazy, TAVYSCRAZY, and it's all one word.
Okay. Are you accessible to your audience out there that may just pop up into you, like your DMs
Absolutely.
or on your feed?
If anybody wants to send me a message, I'm all about responding. So if you guys are listening and you have something to say, let me know.
Awesome. All right, guys, after the music break, it'll be time for our usual tradition. It is called the Hot Seat, and our fans love this part of the segment, of course, along with the actual interview, but the audience get to hear Tavian provide us with some vocals, maybe some poetry, inspirational speech, spoken word. Maybe he'll bust a freestyle rap for us, or a joke or story, or maybe even play a live instrument. Well, you never know if these creative minds and vessels were produced in the spotlight. So when we come back, we'll find out if Tavian has what it takes to be put on a spot, a test of his true artistry, and maybe even some hidden talents. But for right now, we have Tavian with this song called Feel. And we'll be right back.
Came in the game naive and stupid, but now I'm a lot smarter, plus I'm ruthless. Oh, let's do it. Played on my Cartacuno, that's why I draw four, because I'm so wild and I really want more. The way they've been dealt and the way they've been played, I can tell you right now, I'll be one of the greats. Roll up and blaze, my lyrics go for days. It's Mr. New Jerusalem and the lions out the gate. Back like I never left, tag from the ref, cause I be hanging on the rim, dunking on the net. I turn up the best, better than the rest, I get straight to the point like I'm calling them collect. Some call me a monster, some call me a mess, but I gotta thank God cause I know that I'm blessed. Exercise my demons like I'm making them stretch. Cross on my chest, I'm the highest rapper that you ever have met. I was so I inhale smoke, I live through hopes and dreams. Playing Coach Jackie Moon on your dopes, I own a whole team. DVMG, G-O-D is in me. You can't offend me with your words. I'll just pray and light hell. So you know it's go time, it's time to take the stage. It's a new type of music, I'm breaking all the rules. It's Mr. New Jerusalem. Who's your favorite rapper? Tell them who you choose. It's Mr. New Jerusalem. I done been through a lot of things. Show you how to heal. Put this music on and show you what's the deal. Cause we know the difference between fake and real. Now let the guitar play and show you how to feel. but I still see the light. Mine is ultra, I'm trying to change the culture. Even if I gotta insult ya, surrounded by vultures, my sound will engulf ya. I smash it, I hope ya. It's a marvel how I started, never been garbage, I go the hardest. My days were the darkest, but now they the brightest. All bullshit subsided, fire starter I ignited. On the path to greatness, not everybody's invited. Some are divided, but my fans multiply. I reached a fraction of potential. Philly say that boy is fly. Jersey say word is born. Both would say I killed this John. I rap with no filter on. Bars hit harder than a Camel cigarette. No filter on. I tilt, I lean, I hit the green. I'm with the team, I'm Wilt, it seems. Plus Kareem and Hakeem the dream. I've been deemed supreme. I've been through a lot of things. Show you how to heal. Put this music on and show you what's the deal. Cause we know the difference between fake and real. Now let the guitar play and show you how to feel.
Yo, that was super awesome by Tavian. It's called Feel. Oh man, the flow was different, but I loved it. Right? Yeah, very different from what's currently in our playlist, which I guess is what he is really going for. So, you know, very good lyrics as well. Dope delivery. The beat was rocking. Love the guitar. Man, everything about that track was 100 A+. So, guys, I just want to tell you that you are one of a kind. There is no one else anywhere who has your own special combination of skills, interests, contacts, knowledge, values, and experience. You're the only one there is. You have no competition when it comes to being you. There may be some carbon copies, okay? But there is no other you. Even if you have a twin, they're still not you, right? Anything you can do to more fully develop the unique person that you are will serve you well in all areas of your life. What do you love to do? That's probably what you'll be most successful at doing. The things fascinate you and hold your interest. And also, what things fascinate you and hold your interest? Write them down. If you have no clue, just start jotting down things that you love to do, okay? Those are the areas where others will value your perspective and insight. What is it that you must do that you cannot do? It is there that you will find the passion necessary to overcome any obstacle. Okay, right before we started this podcast, I hate speaking in public, okay? I hate it with every fiber. But to break that shyness, I said I want to start speaking, you know, being a guest on someone else's podcast. And then I was like, you know, I have all this knowledge and I'm a good writer. Let me write my own show. All right, we've been rocking it for 4 years. The numbers look great, right? So, and that's all because of you guys, okay? But I had to do it, right? I had to do it. In this interconnected, decentralized world, it is more important than ever to be a unique individual. The opportunities to thrive and prosper by being just a cog in a wheel are fast disappearing. They are being replaced by opportunities for people who are creative and resourceful, who can contribute to their own unique perspective. Let yourself be the person you are. That is the very best person that you can be. Take that from me, Dini-Mussolini. That is my word. And word is bond. But let's bring on the man of the hour back Tavian, you're back live with us in our hot seat. What do you have for us?
Okay, so before I get into this, I just want to kind of piggyback on something you just said.
All right.
And I firmly believe this based off my experiences with my music career. For everybody listening, do not let other people put their expectations of you onto you. If you feel like you can do something, even if it seems impossible, if you think you can do it, you need to go do it. Because if you listen to what everybody else tells you you can and can't do, then you're not thinking for yourself, and that's the worst thing you could possibly do for your life. So with that being said, I have a freestyle that I'm going to spit for you guys real quick.
Awesome.
And whenever you're ready, I'll start.
Hey, we're ready.
Okay. I said, I'm sick of the waiting, sick of the taking, sick of the hating, sick of the faking, sick of debating. I'm Hot Dog Nathan's. I don't mess with Satan. Everybody else time over. I'm running out of patience. You are witnessing greatness. Oh, I'm sorry. Every time I say it, spell it, rhyme it in a harmony. I swear on God, don't nobody go as hard as me. Music is a part of me, like a major artery. I give it every part of me. Antisocial, but still asking where the party be. You say that you the ish, you just a fall to me. Bullseye. The game is like darts to me. I get to the point, archery.
Nice. All right. You survived our hot seat, man. So give us those links one more time to your social media.
Okay, so my Twitter and my Instagram are both Tavy's Crazy. It's TAVYSCRAZY.
Awesome. All right, man. We definitely appreciate you for coming on the show. We enjoyed you, man, and definitely appreciate your time.
Well, I appreciate you having me. It's been a great experience, man.
Yes, sir.
And the album I'm looking to drop in October, but it may come sooner, it may come later, depending on when we actually get it done.
All right, man. When it does, make sure you come holler at us, man.
Absolutely. I just have one more thing to say, because with what's going on in the news with some recent celebrities committing suicide, especially with Anthony Bourdain, that touched me very deeply because he was a huge inspiration to me. And with my own life, I've been in and out of hospitals for mental health issues. Mental health is very important, and we need to change the stigma of what it is in this country. Just because people are going through things does not mean they are crazy. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't do anything about it until someone has already made the wrong decision. Suicide is definitely the wrong decision, but it's because people don't want to take the pain of screaming at the top of their lungs and nobody hearing them. So the next time somebody's going through something, make sure you listen to what they're saying and ask them how they feel. Mm-hmm. Because that could change everything for them.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Man, thank you for that.
Absolutely. I wouldn't be me if I didn't end with that.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. We had him here live, Tavian. Make sure you visit his social media links and be on the lookout for the album that is dropping. He's going to keep the title a secret for right now, so we're not going to badger him too much over that, but we'll definitely be stalking his pages, so whenever he announced the title, we'll be the first to break the news to you guys as well. All right, man, we definitely appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you, my Vigilantes family, as always, for checking out my podcast over here at Vigilantes Radio. All episodes are available for free download, and you can grab that from either Spreaker.com/only1mediagroup, iTunes, YouTube, any app that's on a Google Play or iTunes store, or our website. And that goes from every single episode that we've ever aired. If you'd like to request music or a particular guest or send something for me to play, email it to vradio@only1mediagroup.com. If it's music, please label it by artist and title. Here's my disclaimer. We are genre free, we do not judge, and we absolutely do not base our opinions on hearsay but facts alone. And actually, you can scratch all of that because all of my opinions are always right. That's the bottom line. This is my show, so deal with it. Nah, just kidding. On behalf of myself, Dini-Mussolini, I appreciate all you guys for tuning in, either afterwards or live with us. Spread the word because sharing is caring. We stepped up our game just for you guys and our guests to make sure that you have the best experience here on our show. Be sure to connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, as well as Spreaker. We always follow back. That is the number one rule. Okay, well, just remember to be yourself and be absolutely great at just doing that. Avoid being too comfortable because you're messing with your potential when you do that. Peace and have a good night.
You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality interviews, art, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds of the duo No Longer the Hero. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.onlyonemediagroup.com. This is a Seventh Sign Regime Rebirth Worldwide Syndicate exclusive.